The Island Players, located at 10,009 Gulf Drive, Anna Maria, is pleased to present the play Mama Won't Fly by Jesse Jones, Nicholas Hope, and Jamie Wooten. The show opens March 20th and runs through April 6th. Performances are Tuesday through Saturday at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets are $20 each. The box office opens on Monday, March 10th, and is open from 9 to 1 on Mondays through Saturdays. On performance nights, the box office opens at 7 p.m., and for Sunday matinees, it opens at 1 p.m. Visa, MasterCard, or Discover are accepted. Mama Won't Fly is a hysterical comedy about a woman who is racing against the clock to get her feisty mother from Alabama to California in time for her brother's wedding. Since her mama won't fly, the two must drive cross-country. Every conceivable and inconceivable mishap occurs during their trip. Kathy Hansel Edgerton stars as Mama, and Anne Bean stars as her daughter. Rounding out the cast are Megan Cox, Robin Rhodes, Rick Kopp, Joe Kendall, Laura Morales, Vinnie Conti, Judy Keenan, Brees Witten, and Herb Stump. With this veteran cast and with Wynn Woodland directing it, Mama Won't Fly is destined to be a big hit for our 65th season. For more information for this and other plays, please call the box office, 941-778-5755. That's 941-778-5755, or go to theislandplayers.org. Auditions for the next play, and the winner is, directed by James Thagard, will be held on Sunday, March 23rd at 7:30 p.m. at the theater, 10,009 Gulf Drive, Anna Maria City. Hope to see you there.
My name is Wynn Woodland, and I am directing this play, Mama Won't Fly. This is another one of the scripts from the writing trio of Jones, Hope, and Wooten, who brought us the Dixie Swim Club last season. There's a very large cast of 12 people who are playing multiple characters. There's a lot of action in this play. It's a lot of slapstick. It's kind of like a cross between a sitcom and vaudeville. There's a lot of vaudeville elements to it. So it's very physical. It's very silly. It keeps the audience guessing and definitely on their toes. Visual ping pong is a lot of what's going on. And there's some wacky costumes and some very, very, very talented comedians on stage.
Come on, y'all, we're burning daylight.
Hang on, I've just got a couple more little things here.
Well, they won't fit in the trunk. I haven't seen anything that stuffed full since Neva Payne disgraced herself at the Shriners all-you-can-eat catfish buffet. What's in those anyway?
This one's my makeup, and these are my cosmetics.
Good Lord, darling, nobody's that ugly.
Walker sends his love and thinks it's great we're going to make this drive together, so long as we're careful and get there on time. Isn't he the sweetest thing? I could just slather him with honey and eat him with a spoon.
Sounds like this trip's going to be very informative.
Well, Haley, this is impressive. A bride trusting a groom to handle all the last-minute details.
Oh, there aren't that many. It's just a simple, romantic ceremony on the beach at sunset. Walker had to pull a lot of strings to get the hotel to reserve the private beach for us, so we just have to be there in 4 days. Oh, and Walker says there's a special treat he's working on for me. Don't you just love his surprises?
Always have. Okay, time's a-wasting. Let's head 'em up and move.
Wait! The picnic basket's still on the kitchen table.
2 points for you, little girl. We can't leave our lunch. Y'all gonna love my new death by chocolate recipe.
Oh boy, another new recipe. Can't wait to... Okay, we only have a second. And even though we've just met, we need to have an important conversation before you get married.
Oh, that is so thoughtful. But I had that talk with my aunt when I was a teenager. And wow, was she wrong about almost everything.
Not that conversation. Look, I can assure you my mother has a heart of gold, but she also has these little character flaws. She's nosy and she meddles. Mama will pump you for every bit of information she can about your life with Walker, so think before you tell her anything. She's insatiable.
But she seems so sweet.
She does, doesn't she? People fall for it all the time. And while I'm at it, here are 3 very important things you need to remember to keep Mama from driving you crazy. Never answer the phone before 8 a.m. Never ever give her your dress size. And never utter these words to her. What do you think? Once you open that door, you'll never be able to shut it again.
But I do want us to get to know each other, and this trip seems like the perfect opportunity to share everything with my future mother-in-law.
Woman, that's your first step on the slippery slope to hell. Listen, I told her way too much about my first love, Spud Farley, which I regret to this day. Mama kept meddling in our business, and right before he proposed, Spud vanished. Now, I've never known exactly why, but Mama's interference couldn't have helped. So don't give her the chance to mess anything up for you. Trust me, you'll thank me later.
There we go. Dive in anytime you're feeling peckish. Hang on to your bonnets, gals. We're finally hitting the road.
Wait, maybe I ought to go one more time.
Didn't I tell you to go before we left the house?
I did, Mama, and now I need to go again. And who's keeping score anyway?
Oh, for heaven's sakes, hurry up. Well, this is going to be real nice getting to know you, Haley. I bet you and Walker have a lot of things in common. Hey, why don't you rattle off a few and see if I could have guessed them?
Well, we enjoy deep breathing, soul cleansing. Yeah, we're big breathers.
Well, isn't that something? Me too. In fact, I do it all the time. So what attracted you to my son? I mean, aside from this shared fondness for oxygen.
Oh, well, it was probably his, socks.
Socks.
He has great taste. Some of the nicest socks I've ever seen, actually. Say, how about those black holes in space? Spooky, huh? And don't get me started on neutron stars.
Mission accomplished.
Thank goodness. All right then, let's hit it. California, here we come.
You know, better safe than sorry. I should make a quick trip, too. Back in a flash.
Know what's wrong with you girls today? No self-control. In fact, Rudette said the very thing to me when I ran into her at
Wait, Rudette Farley, Spud's cousin, she's back in town?
Oh, forget I mentioned it. Let's not talk about Spud Farley, okay, Shug?
Well, I want to. All this business with Walker and Haley's wedded has started me thinking about Spud again. And if I can get in touch with Rudette, maybe I can finally find him.
Savannah, you do not need to go rooting around that old heartache again. Now, I think you'd really like this man I met at the bowling alley. He's such a great...
I am so sorry! I pulled the cord on that Venetian blind and the whole thing fell to the floor. But a little plaster work will make it look like new. And I really hope that big blue vase on the table wasn't valuable.
Oh, that old thing? It's been around, what, 100 years? High time we got a new one.
That's good. I'd hate to start off on the wrong foot.
I'll think nothing of it. And now that everyone's sashayed to the bathroom 86 times, let's get this show on the road.
You know, I was just thinking, it would have been a much easier trip for us if we'd had an old-fashioned wedding at Niagara Falls, huh?
You just had to mention Russian water. Settle down, Savannah. It's like you got squirrels in your britches.
It's hot, I'm thirsty, and my legs are swollen and puffy from having to sit like this mile after mile. My God, how long have we been on the road?
20 minutes.
I'm never going to make it.
Just find a way to pass the time like you and Walker used to do when you were kids. I know, car games. Everybody's crazy about playing car games.
Oh, yes, I love them.
Hated them then, hate them now.
Good, it's settled. I'll pick the game. Now, we play this one every time we get a new member down at the senior center. It's called Icebreaker.
Gee, I never heard of it, and I thought I knew them all.
Oh, you're going to love it. It's a great way to get to know people fast, find out interesting things they might not think to reveal at first.
Don't think I don't know where you're going with this.
Okay, me first. I'm Norleen Sprunt, and I enjoy singing country music when I shower. You cannot beat bathroom acoustics.
You said you wouldn't do that anymore. First time she sang I Will Always Love You, the neighbors thought she was screaming for help and called in the SWAT team.
Let's just get back to the game, okay? Savannah, your turn.
Fine. I'm Savannah Sprunt Fairchild Honeycutt, and I own an upscale women's accessories shop. It's called Successories by Savannah.
No. You're supposed to tell something new and interesting. We know about your business. It's old news.
Not to Haley.
That is so adorable. Successories. Did you think that up yourself?
See? Yes, I did, and thanks for asking. I help women up their fashion profile with designer jewelry, hats, scarves, and makeup tips. I call it successorizing. And I could tweak your look in a heartbeat, Haley. You won't believe the difference. First
Okay, your time's over. Haley, you're up. We're all ears and would just love to hear any personal little tidbit.
Oh, all right. I'm Haley Quinn. I was raised by my Aunt Lolly. I'm a paralegal, and I'm getting married. And, oh, I know. Walker and I just discovered that we both...
Go on. What about you and Walker?
We discovered we both despise calamari.
Honey, I'm not sure you understand this game. See, finding out whether you do or don't like cheese isn't really all that revealing. You're supposed to be sharing, secrets you never told before, strong beliefs and prejudices or something.
All right, I've got a real strong prejudice. I think owning an old car that doesn't have a working air conditioner is downright un-American. And furthermore, I'm through playing games. It's too hot.
Savannah, we got 4 days on the road together, so if you don't want to play games, you better come up with some way to occupy the time.
Hey, here's an idea. Let's talk. I'll pick the subject. Spud Farley.
That topic's been talked to death. I'm out.
Well, if you don't want to talk or play games, I know something we could do that's really fun.
Whatever it is, I'm all for it.
We will all wear red pajamas, we will all wear red pajamas, we will all wear red pajamas when she comes. Scratch, scratch, hi babe, whoa back, toot toot! 36 bottles of beer on the wall, 36 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around, 36 bottles of beer on the wall. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me.
Know what? I'm kind of sung out.
Really? We were just getting started. Oh well, I don't mind a solo. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me love you. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it.
How much faster can you get us there?
I got the pedal to the metal.
Good. I'll pay the speeding tickets.
You know you made me love